is up, Smash Ninjas, hanging out at CSA. You know what we have today? You're never going to believe. We got something pretty awesome. But should I show you? What do you think? Should I? Oh, look at that. It's Kelsey. She's a badass. Kelsey's awesome. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the, it is a pregame show, 17.5. Let's do this so you can actually see the rest of my hand. There you go. See, she's like 5. We could do this, but I don't know what that means. So it's 5. If it means something bad, I apologize in advance. So think about this. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be opening up the hips. We're going to be fixing the wrists so we can get into that full flexion of the wrist, or extension of the wrist rather. And then we're going to open up that external rotation with the arms so we get a really good overhead position. She's super supple, super mobile. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to move this way because right now Kaylin is freaking out. Kaylin's my IT guy. Kelsey doesn't know that. But if I point at that glaring light right there, it's gonna drive him nuts. So I'm going to do this on purpose. Okay. By the way, if you don't know, that's some pretty sick ink. That's pretty badass. I just saw her doing some pretty gnarly stuff. She's a savage beast. I kind of dig that. So think about this. When we drop into the bottom of a squat, and Kelsey will tell you this, we drop into the bottom of a squat, you need to be able to externally rotate the hip. That high hip gets really stuck. So high hip, right, gets wicked stuck. The problem is it dumps the knees in. So when the knees get dumped in, your squat looks like you're trying to take a poop. So it's super bad, right? It's funny, she's laughing because it's the truth, right? It's like you got a pineapple and it's got to get out, right? So it's really bad. This my metaphors are terrible, and she's like, they're awful.
I think they're great.
Aren't they great?
Yeah,
it's true,
great.
right? I love that. Don't leave me hanging. Good. See, she's like, yeah. So the problem is you can't squat properly. If you can't squat properly, can't do a thruster, can't do a squat, can't do a squat clean, can't do all that stuff that involves you getting in the bottom. That's number one. So we got to peel away the adductors and that high hip. The wrist, if you can't break it all the way back, imagine doing this. Imagine if your front rack, here, we'll use Kelsey. Imagine if your front rack is like this instead of, see, look at that. Now that's a wicked front rack, because what happens is if you look at her arm, it's basically parallel with the ground. So she's supporting the weight just on her shoulders. If she drops her elbow, where's she supporting the weight? All on her wrists, and she's hijacking her shoulders, and it's a lot more work. And I'll tell you this, thruster's a lot more work when your arms are down like this. Yeah, wicked hard. So we're gonna open up the shoulders, and we're gonna get that external rotation, because when she's up like this, she's externally rotated. Look at that. That's a good front rack. I like, that's awesome. That's pretty wicked. So she's got good mobility despite what she tried to tell me before. I'm gonna make her do burpees for a half hour after this. Okay. So I'm gonna show you the cool stuff. We're gonna open it up. So first thing we're gonna start with is the hip. I'll grab my patented camera stand, which is also known as a J-hook. We're gonna put it down here so I can put it down, but Kelsey's gonna jump in a band. So you grab a band. Band goes all the way up to the inguinal crease, by the way. If you don't know who that is, that's Gaston. Gaston, the dream killer. He is a badass. He's cool. She's gonna get wide. She's gonna make sure that her foot's completely dorsiflexed, so she brings the knee forward. It's like she knows how to do this almost. The band, I'm gonna have her turn just a little bit towards me. There you go. So the band is pulling about 45 degrees off the hip. She's gonna lean forward. She's gonna take that elbow and she's gonna tuck it in all the way towards the floor. And for someone who says they have no mobility, yeah, she's a dirty liar and she knows it too. She's got wicked mobility. And how long? I'll give her a hint because I'm not going to tell her. I'll give her a hint. I'm holding up a number right here with my fingers. How long do we hold it for?
2 seconds.
2 minutes. 2 hours for Kelsey. So she's going to hang out in this position. I'll pan all the way around so you can see what's going on. She's going to chill like that for 2 minutes. Then she's going to come up. This is part 2 for this, and she's going to push this away. This is the important part. She's got wicked mobility. That's pretty badass. I like that. So she's gonna push that out, and she's gonna feel it all in the adductors, all in here, and it's gonna, right? Feeling the hip capsule, all that stuff. Yeah, and notice she's keeping her foot flat like that. The band is still distracting, pulling the head of the femur all the way into the back of the acetabulum. That's number 2, and we hang out for 2 minutes, not 2 seconds, not 2 hours. All right, second one is external rotation. Here's the fun part. Come on, Kels. So I'll go over here so we don't wreck the glare, because I know Kaylin's freaking out right now. So we're gonna take a band. This is one band. It looks like a bunch of bands. She's gonna put it all the way up to the elbow. This is gonna open up thoracic spine and external rotation, clean up the lats and fix your shoulders all at once. How cool is that? We're gonna take a death stick, otherwise known as a PVC pipe. She's gonna come back a little bit. And then watch this. This is how you get wide on this. You twist it and then widen out your grip. And then come all the way back, and she's like, I don't want to do it. Yeah, there, did you see that? Did you guys catch that pain face? I'm gonna get right in there. That's terrible. And then she's gonna tuck her torso all the way down and push her butt back. And she's gonna, so look at this. So she's, yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah.
She's gonna stay just like that. No, you're gonna stay just like this as long as humanly possible. You got it?
Yep.
She's holding it because it's terrible.
I'm sweating.
And that's the mobility sweats right there.
Yeah.
So she's gonna hang out. Notice she's arching her back. She's gonna hang out in this position for how long? 2 minutes? Or like, oh my God, get me out of this. All right, that's number 2. She's like, please make this stop. It's a horrible experience. Last one is, what do we have to fix? Wrists. So we grab the same band we used for the hip mobility, and we pop the wrist in here. This is cool because and then all she's gonna do is lean towards me and find all those spots. There it is. There's the paint. We'll block it. She said, we don't want to see the paint face because she's like, it's
Block
so bad.
chins.
She said, bad paint face. Did you say chins?
Yeah, when I do this.
She weighs like 108 pounds.
Oh, close.
Good. So she's gonna hunt around and scour around until she finds all those little hot spots. For how long? I'm saying it 2 minutes because she's right now hunting in a hot wrist. And that's it. That's all you got to do. That's how you get ready for 17.5. That's how you open up the lats, thoracic spine, hips. She's got mobility. Hey, listen, Trev, Kelsey, CSA, having an awesome time.
Thank you.
Check you guys out tomorrow.